The Nets. We're broadcasting live from Barclays Center Road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. And you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Here's Lure. And that misses. That would have put him up.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. Position in blocks over the last month. And you look at Hollis Jefferson, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league. And, of course, T.J. Warren, same can be said about him.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the 3 spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
Pass to Sims. Here's the screen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Knight, beyond the arc. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Robinson. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
Advantage, put it to good use there and got himself a clean look.
It's Knight with the drive, and it's blocked. Here's the break. And Sloan kicks to Sims. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Freak. But they get it back. Booker the pass to Len. Sims with the rebound. Nets leading by 5. The feed to Sloan. He kicks it to Sims. To the paint. Here's Kilpatrick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Kilpatrick's got 7.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today because certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Sloan. They set the pick. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Sims. Rebound by the Suns. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stolen by Len. Here's Knight. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Suns have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And listen, the Nets had an up and down year on offense last season. But the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
Sloan's shot is off.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Booker dishes to Lure. Kicks it to Knight. From about 19 feet, and he gets the bucket. Knight's got 10 points. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark making some changes for Brooklyn. Henry Sims is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Donald Sloan out there with Hollis Jefferson. And then there's Henry Sims. Then it's Thomas Robinson. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Booker. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. He dishes it to Sloan. They double in with Freak. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at Oklahoma City. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Suns, 5.5 games.
Now for Phoenix, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
And, you know, from everything I've seen so far, I think they can sustain this level of play all the way through the season.
There's a screen by Robinson. And Sloan kicks to Sims. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break?
Here's Sloan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Sims.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Sloan passes to Robinson.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Phoenix leading by 3. Freak with it. He had 10 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
The pass to Sloan. From outside, off the mark. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clark, he said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
A moment now to see the numbers for Knight. Averaging 12 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Len, good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Sloan looking for his first basket still in this one. The shot by Sims, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Booker. To the wing right side. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Sloan.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
They set the pick. Out tonight. Right wing. Here's Freak. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. From past the arc, they get the rebound. And so that's the end of the first half. The Suns on top, up 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, what has been the key to enabling your team to control the tempo of this game throughout this first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. Been a back-and-forth game so far. And the new group has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Freak in at point guard. Goodwin out there with John Lure. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Len in at the 5. Clock at 4. Here's Lure. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Suns trail by 5. Now, Freak. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator arm that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Sloan, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Freak. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Sloan. A 3-pointer, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
There's a screen by Robinson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Goodwin. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Nets. And he's good on the second.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Len dishes to Goodwin. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 5. Len's shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. Robinson kicks to Sloan. On the 3 off target. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the 3rd best record post All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Passes to Kilpatrick. They double him with Freak. Here's Sloan. 8 points for him. Stolen by Len. Here's Goodwin. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Robinson. Here's Sloan. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The dish tonight. Feeds to Freak. For the lead. Off target. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. It's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Suns leading by 10. They've got Young. Also, Brook Lopez out there. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Jarrett Jack. And it's Kilpatrick in at shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Freak dishes to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. 14 points for Brook Lopez.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Here's Freak. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Jacks are running. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Young's shot is off. The Suns leading. Inside. Freak. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Here's Jack. From the high post, he drills it. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down low, here's Chandler, and it's sent back by Lopez.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Phoenix with the ball. Booker in the corner. Dishes it to Freak. He feeds it to Warren. Pass to Freak. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good.
Let's go.
For the Timeout. The Nets call timeout.
Okay, guys, we are up. The game's far from over. Let's extend the lead. Freak, you got the hot hands. Let's keep this going out there.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first that brings them within 8.
Henry Sims. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Can't connect. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here.
Well, he showed just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the build.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
The only color I care about is green. Money. So far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste. And you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? If you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met? Right?
You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freaking and Vibing, Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You love it, right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right. But blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life. Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.